what seems convenient, what'll get people whipped up instead of dealing with what reality is. Now, unless I'm wrong, but here's just really a simple, clear case of, okay, well, where could this thing be coming from? I don't know how many times you've actually been over to the other person's channel, if you ever have, for any other reason to check on what other people brought to your attention. But number two, how many times have you gone to this other person's channel and sourced out material, sourced out things that this person has put together, products such as letters or other materials to help people with credit? How many times have you taken material from that other channel to promote on your own channel? And then thirdly, even if you had done something like that, well, wouldn't you give that other person respect? Wouldn't you let people know, okay, well, this is where I got the material from, giving them appropriate credit? There's nothing wrong with that. So again, I've said this before, but when you're dealing with a person like that, they're not based in reality. So you're the only one that loses because, the people that support you, your clients and family members and friends, they know you to be of a certain level of intelligence and professionalism. So for you to even have to engage people that are not based in reality, you have to operate in a way that's foreign to what other people know you as. So I understand, and I told me and Ray Nelson, we talked about this morning as well too. We talked about, I guess the pros and cons of even dealing with this and addressing this. I know it's frustrating to see literally your work being floated around by someone else. And then what's also frustrating is that, you're still not giving this person the attention, and then this person actually gives you a call later and tries to have you work on his spouse's credit, but yet you do credit. So, it's the equivalent of a mechanic taking his vice car to Firestone. And so, and I guess you admit, not to say that that's necessarily bad, because just because you're a mechanic doesn't mean you do everything. You may not do transmission, you may not do engine overhaul, but you may be damn good at an oil change. So there's nothing wrong with admitting that you have to get help, but just admit that. And who knows, if you had been upfront and honest from the get-go, who knows what kind of relationship could have fostered from there. But the only reason why there's a problem here is because of a misrepresentation to certain followers that things were what they were not. That's the only reason why there's an issue here. Because other than that, there would be no story. So, for a person to make up these other allegations, and I was going to say it, for a person to all of a sudden, now it's quite interesting that now, on this date and time, when there's a threat of revealing the real back dealings, now all of a sudden, now a person has a problem with people of another color. But yet, that didn't stop that person from calling this alleged racist to get help with helping his wife's credit. That didn't stop that person from calling to get help with his own credit. So, which is it? Are you racist, or do we care? It's just got to stop. YouTube is such a copycat environment, and it has evidence on how I saw this other channel even getting started. The reason I saw this, and I don't know how, this is before I even met you, but I did see the other gentleman, I want to say around March, April, May, that was doing a, semi-daily rundown on the credit game. And he was being very honest about, what he saw, because so many people had paid a particular set of money to sign up as clients of credit game. I think they make no bones about the fact that it's either a $2,000 or $3,000 program. I don't know about credit game. I know Crown Credit Pro may be that, $2,000 or $3,000. But I don't know. I've heard that credit game may be even more expensive. So, but nonetheless, that's the only reason why I was looking at that particular person, because I'm like, okay, this guy is giving an update, and I knew what the goal was. What the goal was, he was attempting to create a public platform to change the credit game if he did not get the results that he wanted. And ultimately, that strategy worked, because what happened toward day 45 or whatever the evening day was, Mike actually called him up and had it side to side, and probably made some pretty good points, like basically saying, hey, listen, when you say that the credit game did not fix your credit, technically you're wrong, because the credit game is only the university for learning. This other company fixes the credit. So he was getting, straight legally, he was getting the legalese of it straight in terms of, where you're signing blame. And then they had a heart-to-heart about expectations, but I noticed the guy did come back, after 45 days. The guy kept seeing results. So the guy's fears that I might have spent good money after bad ultimately were washed away because he got several things I understood taken off that he didn't expect to have been real problem things. And I think his channel grew as a result of that because people wanted to tune in. Basically, what that first guy had created, the black guy that was started off, what he kind of created was a credit game sympathizer / anxiety group. That's what it was. And as I said before, what basically drives this thing is one or two people that don't have the money, honestly, to even afford a service like that, or people that did manage to just scratch together the money to get into a service like that. But the anxiety is, oh my God, is it going to work? Because that was the last shot at having $2,000 or $3,000 to put up for something like that. So that's what I always felt that was driving it. Because what is the whole thing based on? I gave money to Credit Game University to get my credit repaired. Now I'm going to see if it works. And let's wait out the time. And oh my God, what happened today? Or this didn't happen. It's 20 days, it's 25 days. That's what it is. It's an anxiety support group. So eventually he got it done. So now what it seemed to me when I saw this other person doing, I said, oh, okay. So this other person basically copying what the other guy did, trying to, I don't know, drum up something or whatever. And that's the last I saw of it. I only saw that one video. And I wasn't impressed with what I saw, so I just stopped looking. And the only reason this even came up again that I happened to see is because it was mentioned by folks in the group about, another copycat technique. So again, I recognize YouTube is a copycat medium. And every time someone turns around with something I get, be it the Navy Federal hack or the Apple Card hack, one person does it, then 5 weeks later, it becomes a ghetto of sorts because everybody's doing the same thing. Hey, it is what it is. For people that are in the market for credit repair, you kind of know what the circles are. You know who the players are, and everyone kind of sees the different folks in their own time and space. So, there's really nothing new under the sun, but people know, for the most part, where something really came from. It is what it is. So all I say to this is I don't think that it really warrants, to me anyway, it doesn't really warrant a response because the difference between what your channel is and what your product is and this other person's channel, I think are night and day. And I've only literally seen maybe 2 minutes of a couple videos, and that's only because of today looking at some things. But again, I can tell you right now, based on what I saw in just a scroll of things, I guarantee you that there's not a video that breaks down a person's account, being in the negative, pointing out the violations and helping them to go get those taken care of. I guarantee you that there is not that material there. I guarantee you they do not have endless client testimonials about how they were able to get their credit and demonstratively get it improved from a person that signed up on the 18th of June and was able to obtain 2 high-level credit cards just 2 months later. So I'm pretty sure that type of material is not there. So again, it's like, you really can't call this competition because I'm not seeing the competition. I just don't think it's worth it. And what ends up happening as a result, when you get tired of finally seeing the little snide comments and the endless copying, and you finally say, you know what, I'm going to make sure that everybody publicly knows exactly the back dealings, the back nature of the whole thing. Finally, when you get tired, you say, I'm just going to tell everybody what's going on. I'm going to expose it. Well, now we have to go down this tunnel of Alice in Wonderland. Oh, now it's this. Well, yeah, I did use it, and I'll say his name now because y'all can go check it out too. And, and then I'll do something after that. Oh, my God, are you serious? Oh, you know what? Now he's racist. So, wow. I guess we just figured that out today when the guy threatened to expose everything, but he was just fine before. We got to stop this, and that's one of the reasons why I kind of leave a lot of social media alone, because certain people just can't have access to you, especially not your mental real estate. And this is a prime example of a person that if left unchecked, and if left to operate, if left to be a nuisance, takes too much real estate, mental real estate. It's just not worth it. So people can speak for themselves. Anybody that's looking at the video now, go back, click on videos, and look at the English videos that have come through. Look at the discussions that have been had. Matter of fact, they're not always on credit. So again, there isn't copying on this side, because what we're doing, and we're proud of it, is that we got together on the basis of credit repair, but we formed a relationship on life repair. Nobody's copying that on YouTube. Nobody's even talking about those type of things. Nobody's talking about other things. Okay, what are we doing after credit? This, that. No, I haven't seen that happen. I've seen a lot of different channels do a lot of great work. Don't get me wrong, they do great things, and we all watch, take tidbits from that. But what we do is different. And we do not, I can tell you right now, what I've never seen Todd do, I've never seen Todd go snatch someone else's material, be it printed or video, and present it as his own. I've just never seen that. And I didn't know people still do that, but apparently they do. So that's just the world that's the YouTube world that we live in. And for some people it's fine. Let them have their cake and let them eat that cake. But you should not be distracted on what these other mediums do, because it's low performing. It's low performing. That's all I really have to say about it.
All right, Mr. Media. I'm sorry, Mr. Nelson.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna let you take the floor. Make it kind of quick, because I really want to get this over with. So I'll let you say what you need to say, and then I'm gonna let Savon say her piece, and then I'm gonna say what I need to say, and we're gonna end this live. I'm not talking about this man for more than 30 minutes. So let's go.
Okay, so in terms of combating these sorts of issues going forward, realistically, this sort of thing may just be the beginning of all of this. And the reason why I say that is, I don't want to just say your platform, but the operations and dealings of how you have organized your business, how you have, in terms, fortified the intellectual bringings of how you do credit repair. It's more obvious now than it has ever been before. I think that has come along even so after you've had a collective group of individuals like Mr. Media just mentioned, and as Mr. Media being himself one of the individuals. Because of the collective group that has began to participate, as well as your other subscribers, other clientele, your undertakings as a credit repair specialist has taken a whole new birth. And I don't think that what's going on now is the end of it. I think it's just I think it's just this person surfacing. I think there could even be more people to do the same thing, and not just with you and your channel, but others as well. So I would correct the situation by divulging whatever means necessary to validate if that's what I know you're upset, and I would be upset too. I would go ahead and correct the matter, and then I would leave the matter alone, because just like Mr. Media says, and if you just look at it, one good point he brought up is this individual embarked upon you for a service. Whatever that service was at that time, he didn't mind paying for it. He got the service was complete, he was satisfied with the service. He was able to obtain other products that you offered and somewhat educate himself enough to entice others to give him an opportunity to come into their lives on the pretense of credit education, credit repair, and turn the script. Because as I saw for myself, his intent is not to do anything with credit. Now, he may be offering some items or offering to do some things, but as I have seen by the limited time that I viewed him, it's not about the credit. It's about bringing other things into his platform to get viewership. by means of calling you a racist. Because I propose the question, by what means or what fact do you have to say that this man is a racist? That's quite a statement. And I didn't see anything in return. It's a big undertaking to call somebody a racist. And with me being a black man, I am one to speak on how racism feels because it's been projected towards me. 9 times out of 10, there's very few times that somebody who is of a white ethnicity can say that a black person is being a racist. But at any rate, even to get involved in that from this standpoint is only feeding into what his frenzy is over there, because they're not discussing credit. They're discussing a comment that was made in his live about a hair color. They're discussing a comment that one of his friends made that said, well, I don't know why you're putting up with it. Just go over to his house. Okay, now that was in terms to you. So with that being the case, that whole thing has gravitated to a different level. And this could have been his intent. I'm quite certain whoever he's allegedly talking about, if that was the comment they made, they're not going to do anything other than talk, because that's what most people in those arenas of thought do. They talk. That's all they do. He's just talking now by implying that you're a racist. But to give that energy is a whole different neglect, on a personal level, because I would expose him for the fraud that he is. Because he has taken a donut and tried to sell it as cake. And it wasn't even his crumbs to begin with. He can't take what he got from you and say it's mine. Because even though he wants to say credit repair is free, credit repair is not free. The education of credit repair is free. If we all want to learn how to medicate ourselves from the perspective of what a doctor would do, then go to school long enough to become a doctor. Doctors charge fees because of what they have learned. They have gone to school. They have spent time and effort. So that's where doctor fees come from. We all have careers that we have involved ourselves in. If you have a career, or if you have a career that involves formal training, you had to spend time, money, and you had to become educated. That's what you charge for in addition to the craft. So for this guy to say, oh, he's charging too much, he's charging for free. You're not charging for free credit. Credit repair is not free. The tools to learn how to repair credit is not free. Because even if you sat down and put in 100 hours on materials that you got off of a internet site or off of a manual or out of a book, you still had to take the time to do so. And we know that you've had several occupations, so you aborted the occupations that you have to fortify the career of being a credit specialist. And everybody with any common sense, this is why I would check this guy and get away from him. Because several things that Mr. Media said, but one of the most important things that Mr. Media said was, when you're dealing with people who have a mentality of what I say is correct, I don't need facts, I don't need any sound source, I don't need anything to support what I say to be true. That's a mentality. And when you have these sorts of minds, these minds of individuals, there's nothing that you can do to change them, because they have a set mind. Their mind is already made up that truth don't matter. We just went through years of truth not mattering. Years. And it has cost many people's lives in many different ways. So So to give energy to another person that truth doesn't matter to, oh, I'm being honest. I just want to say, I'm speaking honestly. We're not, first of all, everyone who associates with you on the level that we associate with are intellectual beings from the start. We pick up on this foolishness, this buffoonery from the beginning. And to contribute to the idiocracy, there's no means to it. Because there's no truth in what's going on. You're not a racist and all these other things. But to sit here and to prove or to even discuss that is a whole different thing. There's no need for you to discuss what you charge for credit repair, because everybody charges for credit repair. Everybody charges for credit repair that didn't get someone else's material that they took time to source, track, backtrack, research, and do all of the things that every credit repair specialist does who charges for it. Yeah, if I had somebody's information and went and presented it in a format and didn't say it was something that I spent hours in, I wouldn't mind saying, hey, I'll give this to you for free, even if I did go and beg somebody to help my wife with her poor ass, no good credit to get it fixed. If I went to somebody because my wife credit was so bad, she couldn't get credit from anybody, and then it got repaired and it was on track, and then I got additional sources of products that could help me to educate myself to a level that I could speak to a few people who didn't have good credit or didn't know anything about credit, and it sounded to them with their infantile ears from a credit standpoint that it sounds good. This guy may actually know what he's talking about. I would feel the same way. I would say, well, yeah, credit repair should be free. And when everybody who has any sense knows credit repair is not free. Credit repair is not free from any standpoint, because you have to spend a certain amount of time to even source it. If it was free, nobody would have bad credit. Everybody would just say, I'm going to go and fix my credit myself. It's free. Credit repair is free. We wouldn't be sitting in a limited area saying that. So to give all of that any additional energy other than to source the fact that it's fraudulent on an individual behalf, to say I do this, I can fix your credit after basically word for word using the items that you spent your hard time researching, formatting, putting into terms, verifying, sourcing, all of those different things. I would go with that part. But you're going to be in a situation that it's like a child trying to catch a bubble. When you get a kid, those bubble wands, and kids run after them and try to catch them, it's pretty much like that. Because ignorancy is something that can't be contained. It's out here. It's like air. And many people will breathe it. And if that's what you enjoy, I mean, there's going to be no deterrent for that. If you get somebody who says, oh, well, he's a racist, from what standpoint? I mean, what makes me be a racist? You're of a white ethnicity. You telling me, oh, I'm not a racist because I got a bunch of black friends. Everybody in the world who's ever experienced racism knows that's not an indication for not being a racist. You only prove that you know nothing about racism. That deep inside, when you mention that I'm going to take a page from Kobe's book, I'm not going to align myself with negativity. Kobe who? Kobe Bryant? You couldn't find any other black people other than Kobe Bryant? Give me somebody relevant. Give me somebody who's somebody other than that. Don't give me Kobe. Don't give me Martin. that your supporters, that your subscribers are chasing after. Except every time they touch you, there's nothing there. That's like chasing a dream. I would not give that. I would check it. I would check it. I would check it until it fell out tonight. But after that, I wouldn't give it any other energy. Because one reason why groups of people who thrive off of ignorancy continue to thrive is because they don't realize intelligence. They're not after the truth. They live in lies. We spent years, the last few years, we spent that. That's one reason why outlets who've gotten a hold of certain statements that try to fact check it, you can't fact check a lie because people who tell it is only going to follow it up with another lie. People who say stupid stuff is only going to say more stupid stuff. And where does that end? But I want to entertain one thing though. There was a statement made that I have a friend who said just go over to his house and whoop his hay. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say from the standpoint of that was a very wise decision to not maybe consider your country ignorant, stupid, low-life, smelly friends' opinions. And I'm going to say he smelled because if he would have such thoughts, he don't have time to do regular things in life like normal hygiene. Because most people who have such inept mindsets don't have time to do the ordinary things. They so fixated on stupidity that they don't take care of things in a manner that should be taken care of. So I call him smelly. But I know one thing, whoever it is that would consider that is what I just said, low life. And that tells me that you associate yourself with low life people. Because there's people, he initially said, some of my people aren't visible in my live, in my chat. Maybe they're over at the other channel viewing that. And that's fine. If you want to go over there and do that, that's just fine. Okay, fine. Well, maybe they're over here. Maybe they're listening. Maybe they're paying close attention. And if they are, I would like to say this. If you went to that guy for credit repair or credit advice, you only going there underneath the guidance of someone else. Because whatever limited amount of credit experience he may have, he gained it from somewhere else. He just made a comment about someone who made a comment about him being a thief. And if you did steal, if you took the phraseology of an individual word for word, even if it wasn't word for word and the content was so close that it matches or aligns to what the originator put out, then that is fraud. Stupid. That's what the word plagiarism comes from. Stupid. And if you follow or support him and you getting products from him, you're following somebody who plagiarized and got products from somebody who put them out and did it under those guys. But if you're over there to support somebody who wants to align themselves with the fixation of following someone who states a person is a racist, or follow somebody who says, well, just go over there and whoop somebody's A, then you're there for a whole different part. You're there for a whole different reason. And there's no help for you. Other than I would say, don't go to anybody's house. Because you may go to someone's house, and I'm not saying that's what the intent was, because as far as I know, when you deal with people who do things such as this guy, it's all made up anyway. That's just something to get something going. We witnessed that for the last few years. I'm going to turn in this piece of document that proves that I did this, and it never gets seen. There's always something else. There's other chaos to be created in another area. So I would say check them. if you want to validate whatever it is you want to validate in terms of your product, your work, your craft, do that. And then other than that, leave it there. Because you're never going to put an end to stupidity and that sort of thing. It's going to always be out there. Because you got people who have festered over years of time, who have conclusions in their thoughts. And that's what they're going to do. There's no change in stupidity. They ain't there for that. And that's what he's done. He's done what another guy did. There was another guy who knew that he could latch on to so many hundred thousands, maybe millions of people because they were ignorant in their lines of thought. And so what he did is he created a bond with these people, and now they support him fully. The truth don't even matter. So I wouldn't deal with that. I would check it and be done with it. Because anything past that, you're just chasing a bubble.
You know, you did say something that has validity, because I actually just looked over it a minute ago. And that's probably my last time checking that material out before. I really don't even like it. It's like being in another neighborhood, a neighborhood you would never go down anyway. And so I noticed that the verbiage is like one of the things that person actually said is, you know, you guys, you go ahead and go to this whatever website and download and get all the templates, you know, so that you can for free. Because you guys deserve something for free. And I'm like, okay. And so then he says, and then when you read the comments, again, this other channel is mostly, the claim to fame, the way that this channel started off, to me, is really based on a credit game anxiety support group. So when you look at that, and that's all you're talking about, you guys are really discussing things of a credit niche. And I'd say another thing too, if people are over here from the other channel, is that, you know, to a large degree, you really would probably be uncomfortable over here. Because the kind of things I'm seeing being talked about and discussed over there, we actually are not in that valley. We actually are results driven. If you've been listening to even the podcast from behind, with the credit there is the credit is worked on by Todd. Todd gets it off, and it's done. In the meantime, we keep on living, and we're talking about other things to kind of bring everybody together too. This may not be. This certainly is not the right venue for you. It's on another level altogether. But this whole thing, I just find it curious, because especially the company where he works, I'm pretty sure that company does not share the same opinion that their customers that buy products that come from whatever that warehouse is, well, you know, you guys should get something for free. I just haven't seen a business yet that has that type of model, but I see that mindset popping up. So all of a sudden, credit, you know, the service that you say you want, it's this price. So you enter into that service on that website or whatever, but you have no intent of fully paying it off. You just want to grab. Kind of like what people do when they're doing a riot, when they break into a store and they grab as much as things they can on the shelf and then run out. So that's a whole different philosophy than what we're talking about over here. We don't mesh. We just don't mesh. So I can see, and I really better understand why this smash and grab, this smash and grab credit repair strategy, credit channel, is because it's not based on anything. There's nothing genuine about it. It doesn't grow. There's nothing organic about it. It's all things that have to be snatched from over here, pulled from over here, taken from over here. Well, that's the whole. That seems to be the whole modus operandi. So I just, again, you know, my thing is literally, and I'll just say this. This actually, by looking at that board over there, the comments and things like that, because again, it's mostly a credit game. I don't want to say the actual word, but it's a credit game blank session. That's all this seems to be. And everybody keeps talking about, you know, this money's from the game, this money's credit spend, and, you know, haven't seen any results yet. I could not last longer than maybe 2 days looking at something like that, because it probably would be depressing. And again, it's almost like, you know, I use another analogy. It's almost like getting, you know, you finally got the girlfriend, the girl you wanted, but that's only because the guy that she was really dating dumped her.
Dropped her.
And so that's why those people seem to be over there. Okay, you guys are over there at that channel, typing it up because you really can't afford credit game materials, or you did do it, but you're so afraid that it won't turn out into the kind of result that you want. And so everybody's going to worry together. Everybody's going to have an anxiety attack together. I'm sorry, it's not the same. So I'll just leave it at that.
Good point, Mr. Nelson. Good point, Mr. Media. Savon.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, yourself.
All right, I'm gonna let you give your opinion from what you're saying from tuning in to his YouTube live, and then I'll take the floor from there.
Okay, let me kind of piggyback off Mr. Nelson and Mr. Media. Let's see. I mean, in my opinion, like, to buy somebody's products that they put their heart, time, taking their time to write up these disputes. And one thing to buy the products and to do it behind the camera to where, you can just use it for family and friends. But to put it all on YouTube to get followers and say that he doesn't need the money, but to help people out. So obviously he made a channel to get, subscribers and saying, no, I'm here to help. I'm not here to take the money. But it seems like, he is taking people's money. It's the same thing. I mean, you made a YouTube channel to say you're helping people, but, that's not the case. You might be charging less than anybody else, but, you're taking people's work that they, put in all these hours. That kind of just doesn't sit right. And, and that's where you're getting all these subscribers from, because, you expose another credit repair company and to have experience, the service and then come out the way you want it to. So you find Todd's YouTube channel and to try to get his products and maybe try to do something at work, and then ended up, making a YouTube channel about it and not saying who it is, but we all know who he took it from. So it's just, yeah.
When you tuned into his live, when I had joined his live, what did he say about me? Do you remember what he said about me?
Say that again?
When he asked if he didn't know if I was in the chat or not, and then I said Excellent Credit Matters. What was his response? You remember?
He said, dang, I forgot.
Okay. Well, was it good or bad?
It was good.
Okay. So I wasn't racist that particular day. Savon?
Yeah, hold on, I can't hear you.
No, I said I wasn't racist. I didn't come off racist that particular day.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, Mr. Nelson.
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind letting the chat know, how much did I charge you for credit repair?
$300 flat dollars.
What you said $30,000?
$300 flat dollars. $300 with nothing attached. $300.
$300. Savon,
Yes.
how much did you sign up for in regards to credit repair?
$750.
All right. Did you choose your price, or was that the price I quoted you?
I chose my price.
You chose your own price.
Yes.
All right.
Because I feel like you're worth more than, the knowledge,
I appreciate it.
Just one-on-one, you're not, okay, well, get your credit repair done and that's it. Just come and go. I got to know this man, so it's like,
charge you an arm and a leg?
No, I paid the same price as Savant, so about $750.
Okay. What was it worth it?
Oh, over the above.
Over and above. Okay. All right. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to introduce myself. First off, I am Todd Gibbons, the owner of Excellent Credit Matters. This particular individual that I'm about to speak about, let me get up. All right, so this particular individual that I'm about to speak about, his name is David Payne. The name of his credit repair company is Everything Credit. All right, this particular individual was a fan of mine. All right, like I said, everything that I'm about to say to you, I'm gonna back up with receipts. All right, so I'm not just talking. He was a fan of mine. All right, I am one of the top people in terms of removing negative items from a credit report. All right, so once he seen the information that I could provide, he latched on. He gave me credit where credit was due because, like I said, I am of elite status in relation to repairing a credit report. All right. So, like I said, he started off as a fan. The reason that he even got access to my products is because I had took a hiatus from my YouTube platform for a couple months. Wasn't dropping any videos, anything like that. So when I came back, I said to all the people who are still subscribed to my YouTube platform, I'm gonna give y'all all my products for free. So everybody keep asking, did he pay for the products? He got it for free. And a couple other people got it for free. All right, that's how he got access to the products. Made a YouTube video. Hey y'all, anybody who's still subscribed, I lost 100 subscribers, but I still got 1,700 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for staying on the platform. All right, so since you stayed, all you gotta do is shoot me an email. I'm giving you all my products for free. All right, so this particular video is not about him reselling my products. I already did a separate video acknowledging that a credit repair company resold my products. All right, I didn't mention his name. I didn't mention his company. I just mentioned the fact that a smaller company was trying to resell my products. All right, so like I said, I could have mentioned him by name then. I let it go. All right, what happened was I got my YouTube subscribers shooting me emails, texting me, calling me. Hey, this guy, he reselling your products. All right. Now, what he did when he resold the products and how I realized that they were actually my products, he didn't even bother changing the name of the products. All right. So he actually mentions in the video, factual dispute kit, hard inquiry kit, things of that nature. That's how I caught on and realized what he was doing in the first place. All right. So again, on first view, I ignored it. I said, I'm not going, he's a fan of mine. He is not the only person who has emailed me and told me I'm great at what I do. Okay, he's just one of a lot of people. All right. So, like I said, we're about to back everything with facts. We're gonna start from day one to where we at right now. All right. And I don't know if you guys heard, Mr. Media tried to touch on it and Mr. Nelson tried to touch on it. But I got a cliffhanger for y'all at the end of this video. All right. It's not just about reselling products. Because he tried to come after my name. All right. I left that man alone. I go on his lives. He's mentioning me without mentioning me. I know exactly who he's talking about. He did a live yesterday. Oh, my competition just did a live. He taking 100 clients. I'll take one client or 100 clients. I'm not greedy. Throwing shade repeatedly. Okay. This man, like I said, when he subscribed to my YouTube platform, he had 30 subscribers. All right. This man had 30 subscribers. Okay. After him following the footsteps of 810 Performance, the guy who made the original review of the credit game. Okay. He's seen how many views he was getting from that particular video. He copied the video, made his review. So he got his first 3,000 view video. That's the only reason he has the subscribers that he does is because he latches on to other successful credit repair companies. All right, so what was I saying? He latches on to other credit repair companies. So Mike from the Credit Game has 400,000 subscribers. 400,000 subscribers. So just by mentioning his name in your video, you're going to get his subscribers to tune in to see what you're talking about. So that is very good marketing. I can't argue that. What he did was very smart. All right. He also did a video following that talking about Crown Credit Pro. That's another big credit repair company. Like I said, he's very smart in terms of titling his particular YouTube videos. All right, like I said, can't take that away from him. Every time that he mentions selling my products, what he does, he says, "I got the credit. I'm giving you guys Mike from the Credit Game products, and I'm giving y'all this other guy products." Okay, he never mentions Excellent Credit Matters, but we know exactly who he's talking about. All right, so all right, but a person in the chat who said, "Am I mad?" I'm gonna see if you guys are mad after I show y'all what I'm about to show y'all. All right, so let's get this started. We only gonna talk about what we can see with our eyes. All right. Yeah, I love all the hecklers. Come on, let's go. All right. All right, so the claim to fame for this guy was this particular video. Let me flip the camera. All right, there we go. The Credit Game Lambo package review. All right, this is my first ever YouTube video, but I wanted to do a review on the Lambo package from the Credit Game. If anyone wants to purchase the Credit Game University without paying $1,500, which is what they charge, feel free to email me at d.payne@.com. And I will give you a great deal on all the exact information he is selling for $1,500. I will do another review if enough people ask me to. Thank you, and I hope everyone has a great day. All right. So this is how he went from 30 subscribers to 282 subscribers. I think he has presently. All right. By mentioning a credit repair company who has 400,000 subscribers. Like I said, good marketing. Not mad at that. All right. Not mad at that at all. All right. So let's go. All right. So like I said, I just watched this live. He said I was racist amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. So let's just go to emails. We about to go to emails now. About to go to emails. Again, this guy, his name is David Payne. Okay, I just want you guys to remember that. His name is David Payne. All right, let's see. I'm gonna show y'all guys this and I'm gonna end this live. All right. I got about 10 things that I'm gonna show y'all. It's 25 things that I could have did, but like I said, I don't want to talk about this man for too long. All right. Oh, guess what he did, Mr. Nelson? He deleted the our email thread. I don't know how. Hold up. Even if he deleted it, I should still be able to see it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. It's cool. You know what? We're gonna go backwards, guys. We're gonna go backwards. I'm gonna do the cliffhanger now. For those of you, yeah. So we're gonna do the cliffhanger now while I'm waiting on this other stuff to load up. All right. So this guy that y'all follow, this guy that y'all paid for credit repair, all right? This credit guru, all All right, let's see. I paid $300 for credit repair with you. I was very pleased. Thank you. No, I charge an arm and a leg. All right, so just let you guys see while I'm waiting on this stuff to load up. All right, I purposely did not show his phone number. All right, so let me flip the camera so you guys can see good. I don't want none of you guys to say I'm making up anything. I want you to see with your own eyes. All right, I was gonna say this for the end, but we're gonna do it right now. All right, July 5th, all right, July 5th. So when you say credit repair $300 per negative item, does that mean you potentially remove a bankruptcy from TransUnion and Experian for $600? That's all I have. All right. Good afternoon. It would be $300. It's the same bankruptcy. All right. This is when I start charging $300 per negative account. All right. All right. So, yes, but it's been disputed so many times. I've been told you it can't come off. I've been told it can't come off. I do credit repair myself, and I've removed 6, but I'm having trouble with mine. Wait. He's not having trouble with. He always says that he's paying for his wife to get credit repair. So let me just go back. Yes, it's been disputed so many times. I've been told it can't come off. I do credit repair myself, and I remove 6, but I'm having problems with mine. I even filed a complaint with the CFPB. Do you think it is still possible? I said anything can be removed. What method are you using? All right, let's see. All right, we both know that. I've sent letters including from the courthouse saying that they do not verify, and LexisNexis stated it's frozen and that they have nothing on file from me. They still saying it's verified. The last one I sent was a factual dispute, I think. The one that I got from you. All right. Send me a screenshot of the bankruptcy. I thought I sent that message already. Before I do, I need to run something by you that you might think, I'm sorry. Before I do, I need to run something by you that might make you not want to work with me. All right. So up until this point, I don't know who I'm speaking with. I think it's just a client, right? This is actually the guy that we're talking about. All right. So let's see. I'm the guy who was selling your products on YouTube. I sent you an email apologizing, and I even gave everyone refunds and stopped selling the stuff completely. I respect you. And I really wasn't thinking, man, I'm just about helping people. But if you do not want to work with me, I completely understand. No hard feelings. I just typed up a dispute for TransUnion and Experian I was going to send off tomorrow. All right. I never responded to that. That was it. Once I found out who he was, there's nothing after that. All right. Nothing after that. I was going to leave that. I was going to leave that for the end. For those of you, y'all coming from his page, y'all think y'all know something. So the guy who repaired y'all credit wanted me to remove something for him. The guru. He's the credit repair master. All right. Now we're gonna cross-reference now. Let's go. Like I said, let's see if we can get these emails working. I wanted to say that for the end, because I know all y'all coming from his platform. Y'all think y'all know who y'all dealing with. All right. So like I said, I wanted to show y'all that. All right, now let's see if we can get these emails. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's about to get good. Let's see. All right. All right, so Google. Yeah, if he deleted this email, because I was able to see everything up until this point. So if he did it, more power to him. I'm so glad that I got that got that text thread. I'm gonna let you guys see the area code, because I know most of you guys, y'all coming from his page, so y'all know his area code is 229. So I don't want y'all Like I said, I'm not gonna get this man number. I'm not that upset. I'm not about to get this man number out.
Well, hey, Todd, I'm gonna mention something real quick, and it goes back to what Mr. Media said, and I don't want everything else to kind of overshadow the statement that he made, because it's inclusive for anybody who may, from the other channel, be viewing, and it's inclusive for anybody who may be new to this channel, or have had services with this channel, or have come in with Mr. Media, myself, Desmonique, Saban, Miss Gigi, Miss Richardson, and if I'm leaving anybody else, please forgive me, I apologize. But I am going to reiterate something that was spoken by Mr. Media. And Mr. Media knows I am very fond of him, because under circumstances that I've been privy to see, this man brings intellect to the table. He's an honest and good guy. And one thing that he said that got kind of lost in the sauce not long ago was people who may come to view over here and observe tonight on the pretense of you're looking for a certain reaction that was presented from the other guy in rebuttal. You're not getting that, because that's that stupidity. That's that ignorance that I've been talking about. Everybody who's locked in over here is locked in under the pretense of containing factual-based credit information, credit education, credit products, credit services. And in addition to that, we've become a close-knit family. That's what Mr. Media brought up a while back. But he stated it in terms that got lost, because I'm saying from the standpoint of Todd validating his concerns is what he's doing. Other than that, I know from Mr. Media's standpoint and anyone else, because we're not going to be distracted. See, this could the whole concept that this guy is using while he's trying to intertwine and build up this bowl of people to become upset and in this frenzy over there with his channel. That's not going to get any energy over here, because we're on a different plane. We're on a different level. We don't even see that. And for us over here to engage in that, it's a distraction. And I'm not going to be distracted, because I have goals. Mr. Media is not going to be distracted. Mr. Media is one of, for those who may be viewing and listening, that he sent over here to check us out, or just for anybody who's just viewing. Mr. Media is a gentleman that Todd assisted in credit repair, who is now well on his way to credit success through different credit cards and techniques that he's used, infused with the educational processes, the educational know-how, the credit repair knowledge that Todd has. The infusion of the two has promoted Mr. Media's credit success to this point. So that's where we're focused. We don't care. I don't care less about whoever this fictitious guy is that's coming over to Todd's house, or was suggested to come over to Todd's house. I could care less about whoever he is, whoever he's talking about with, that supposedly sent him a message about hair that's piggybacking on some racist statements that Todd made, because whatever it was that was said was going to be misconstrued in a manner to fit his agenda. See, all of what's going on now is reactionary BS to positivity that was created on Todd's platform. Todd just decided that he was going to insert a certain level of justification on means of what he does, and to validate his efforts and let everybody know what's going on. In short terms, that's what I see. I know it's more to Todd than that. I know it's his livelihood, and he feels shaded. He feels infringed upon, and I can certainly feel that. But from my standpoint and perspective, I know what's going on. We all know what's going on. We all have been privy to those situations, and I'm just not going to keep. I'm gonna hear it out. And I'm gonna stick with you, Todd. I actually have to get a few more moments of rest because I've got a load that I've got to have dropped off early in the morning, and I'm running straight through for about 600 miles. So I'm going to continue with the family and discuss the pertinence of what we're doing now. But to continue on the path of that guy, I could care less about that guy. That guy is not gonna cause me to lose no sleep. I know he's got. I'm feeling the effects of the presentation that this guy has put out, because I don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that it has you in this state, because I know how hard you work. I know that you've given more away than you've collected. Everybody knows, our circle knows, your subscriber knows, your clients know that you are a giver. You contribute. And not only that, you're in essence a life coach. But this guy is a life coach too for those who have low life standards. If they're participating in some buffoonery about racism and he hasn't brought anything, I would like to see it. I requested it. Please show us what makes you believe that Todd is a racist. I want to see that.
Well,
okay, so I haven't seen that. So that's the bubble out here that's being chased. But you're not going to stop those people from doing that. And so to continue on that path is just, it's a different thing. Now, if I was sitting having a drink and I ain't have nothing else to do, I'd get involved with that foolishness because it would be just that. Nothing. Hey, funny type stuff. Because that's what he's on. He's not on trying to assist anybody. It may be somebody that he got information from you and was able to give them tidbits, or if he got people that he assisted, great for them, great for him. But overall, he doesn't deserve my time and energy, because that's not the type of person I am. I will never lower myself to the standards of somebody who is on a level of stupidity. He can't do anything. He'll be doing the same thing next week, except like I mentioned earlier, he may choose the dog catcher genre of people who's out here making money. He may choose to solicit a group of followers or supporters that will chime in with him and show disgust for people who's in the dog grooming business and say, well, you can get free information on how to shave the hair off a dog's ass if you want to. I'm not going to participate in that foolishness, because I know people like him and people who support that sort of thing are in forever existence. We are in the state of where we are now because of those sorts of people. It's just that's just the fact. And I'm not going to denigrate my intelligence. I'm not going to stoop like Mr. Media said. I'm not putting on my white linen suit to jump in the mud with these pool of people, because we've seen that. We've seen that for a period of several years. And even after we all concluded that it was a different pattern or a different road to travel for those who get involved in certain levels of camaraderie from a different standpoint by speaking views and incorporate finances from a different level. That's fine. Okay, yeah, that all happened. That's what they do. But even after it was concluded that we were going to reject this style of play from a certain group of people, they're still doing it. This is still going to happen. You're still going to have people troll your work. You're still going to have people say that it's too expensive. And one reason is because they can't afford to get their credit repaired now. It's easier to go out and get a subprime card. It's easier to get a payday loan because you only have $50 or $60 right now per week to do it. So if that's what's good for you, so be it. Hoorah for you. But for some of those, we have income that allows us to pay to get our credit repaired from a bona fide, legitimate person with experience and source information to get it done. And that's what we've chosen to do. So for those who want to lay in the mud and get dirty, get dirty. But that's not what I'm on. And I'm not going to, I'm going to continue a few more moments, because I want to hear you out. And then after, provided that you keep this, and I hope you do, it's good material for the future. There was some suggestions earlier as ways to incorporate this in your future advertisement because it only validates the fact that you are authentic. We all know how it is to latch on to something that's positive and have naysayers come about behind it. We know that. If anybody that's listening to the live, anybody who's ever had a circumstance where they basically had to reject a family member, a co-worker, a loved one, a friend, a wife, a husband, or whatever, because your views were correct and didn't align with those who were incorrect, or you decided to take a certain path in life, strike out to do something, and it was your thought, your ambition, but you got feedback that was contrary to that. This is all this is. This is all this is. Don't go to that guy and pay that amount because you can get it for free. I'm going to give away a lot of free stuff. You got the stuff for free. You only paid for whatever it was you paid for to get your wife's low ball, low level, low credit score, not having the ability to get credit anywhere but a subprime card or what have you. That's what you did.
Yeah,
you paid those few dollars and you kept it moving. You just was able to infiltrate the kindness and the generosities of this individual being Todd at Excellent Credit Matters. I'm gonna shout him out. Todd Gibbons and his wife and the little prince at Excellent Credit Matters have helped change people's lives from a credit standpoint and otherwise. So there you go. But I'm not going to continue on that because it has no, it's nothing there. The only thing that's beneficial out of that is the fact what we all know to be correct, that we are correct, that this happens every day. This is not nothing new. We're going to face these same challenges tomorrow. And anybody who knows anything that's a somebody knows whenever you're on the up, there's always certain things that will come afore you to bring you down. Some of those are from satanic influences. We know that. We've all had those experiences. You don't have to be a religious person to know that there's a forces. People that are not religious call them forces. So I'm going to say this, not that I'm not religious because I have religious views, but I'm going to say for those who are not religious, there's forces, there's whatever. Some people are superstitious. There's bad karma. But whatever it is, it exists, and it exists in people. And as long as those people are going to exist, it's going to continue to be around. But that's not a deterrent for me. That promotes me to keep doing what I'm doing. Todd, all of this should be a testament to what you've been doing. We talked about how much your channel had grown, the good that you've done. Okay, so here's that piece. Here's that one piece that we may have not considered that would come about. But I'm not going to give this guy any credit. I'm not giving him the time of the day because he's not working. When he infused something as volatile, something as controversial as racism to get people to latch on to what he was talking about, you know, we've talked about a lot of topics, but we never infused racism as a measure or a means to get people to view your channel. If we spoke about anything that was a racist situation, it was about what we encountered. It wasn't to get anybody to view the channel. That's low life material, and that's for low lives, people with no life. And they can have that.
Mr. Media. He walked away from the Mr. Media.
Hey, I'm your head of you.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you feel like I'm racist, Mr. Media?
The answer would be no.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted, I ain't want a long. Okay, you said no. Savon, are you African American?
No, I'm actually Asian.
You're Asian, so okay. Do you think I'm racist?
Nope, not at all.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me get back into this. I'm gonna make it like this is only gonna take 2 minutes of my time. I just want to show everybody that's still watching. I just want to show them something real quick, and then I want Mr. Media to say something in closing, and we're gonna end this live. All right. I just want to show everyone something real quick. Hey, Savon.
Yes, sir.
Go to his platform. I want you to let me know when he shot his first video. Or do you already know off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I know, but I just go check it real quick.
You said his first video?
His first video should have been 2 months ago. He's only had his credit platform for 2 months. But just go back and look at the first video because I just want to cross reference.
2 months ago.
2 months ago was his first video?
Yep.
All right. Mr. Nelson.
Yes.
How long have you known me?
Probably better than a year now. But at least I'm gonna say 10 months to a year at least.
Okay, you've been knowing me 10 months to a year. Was I doing credit repair 10 months ago or a year ago?
Repeat that part.
Was I doing credit repair 10 months ago or a year ago?
Yeah. Yes.
So long before this guy made his first YouTube video?
Yes.
Okay, well, I got another thing. So, Savon,
Yeah.
how many YouTube subscribers do I have?
1,700.
1,700? How many YouTube subscribers does he have?
289.
289?
Yeah.
Okay, he said I was a clout chaser. So can you kind of explain what clout chasing is? Would I be in a position to need to clout chase for somebody that doesn't even have more subscribers than me?
Actually, let me say something.
Okay, go ahead.
I know he mentioned about you just getting like 1 or 2 people in the live chat.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even matter. You did this before YouTube. You had thousands and thousands of clients, so you didn't need to do a YouTube channel. It was just like I found him. Yeah, I found him through YouTube, but I've made a friendship with him, and I don't think if I've worked with other credit repair companies, and it was just the service. That's it. I couldn't even contact them to where they had a fast response. Him, I can call him, I can text him. And I have, there's other questions I ask, and he'll answer it.
Mr. Media.
Yes, sir.
When did you meet me?
Well, I would say the beginning of June. I want to say June, maybe June 10th.
Okay. Give everybody in the chat just your opinion of me when you first started seeing my video. Just be honest. When you first started watching my platform, what did you notice?
Well, I thought the tone of the videos was a little bit terse, a little bit rough around the edges for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty short, and I don't know, just it was easy to get the wrong impression by watching the first couple of videos that I saw.
Okay. What was your opinion of me after you talked to me over the phone?
Completely different, night and day. And so, obviously, videos did not reflect the true personality. Agreed.
Okay. Okay. How did you feel about the lives that I did? You know, the 3 hour, 5 hour lives. How do you feel in terms of the value that you received from the first lives? You know, upon meeting me.
The first, really all the lives that we've done, especially in that first week, excuse me, have been, as we said before, every live has a life of its own. It goes in another direction that we never really expected, but they build upon each other. They all get better and better.
They all get better and better. All right. Okay. All right. So before I finish, I do want to ask you another question, Mr. Media, but I just want to show everybody my emails. All right. So this is all I did was type in his name at the top. All right. So I'm clout chasing. All right. I'm trying to get subscribers and views. He mentioned that in his last little live. So, all right. So everybody watching, he commented on one of my posts. What was that? Is that November 7th, 2020? November 7th, 2020. All right. So he started his platform 2 months ago. All right. Let's see what he had to say. Let's see. I almost hit you up yesterday about getting started. I'm glad I waited. All right. Okay. Let's see. Factory dispute kit sale. I did a sale November the 22nd, 2020. Let's see. All right. I beat Ray. Mr. Nelson, what's your we know your real name is Kenneth, but what are you known by?
Repeat that part. I'm sorry.
What do people know you by?
People know me by Mr. Ray Nelson.
Mr. Ray Nelson. Okay, so Mr. David Payne, he said I beat Ray. So would I be going overboard to say that he was trying to say he was the first person to comment on my video by saying I beat Ray?
No.
Okay, So I'm clout chasing though. Hold on. This is
But let me
no. Hold on, Mr. Nelson. No, hold on. Let me just get over it, and y'all can say what y'all need to say. Let me just get through it. Please let me get through it. All right, let's see. December 9th, 2020. What's the most you'll pay for credit repair, David Payne? Oh, he said $2,000. $2,000. Wait, hold on. Currently, I'm charging. How much am I charging for credit repair right now, Savon? $1,500. All right. He said he would pay $2,000 for credit repair. Correct?
Yep.
I charge too much, but he said he would pay $2,000 for credit repair. All right. Let's keep going. For all y'all people that came from his platform, I want y'all to keep watching. Y'all credit guru. All right, taking my sister to the car dealership. That's a fact. If you have bad credit, they will offer you 1 or 2 vehicles. It won't be the one you want. All right, so that's just a regular comment, him commenting on the video. All right, Christmas is full of credit repair, I think surprises. Looks cold out there. Okay, I did a video outside. All right, but he's been tuned into my platform since November 2020. Let's keep going. My website. He said my website was awesome. For me to be so racist, I don't know why this guy been following me for over a year. Oh my God, this is crazy. Like, you would think he would have, stopped following my platform, unsubscribed, and went about his life. Hold on, let's see. Wait, always giving out free gems. No, I want to get rich off of people. That's what you said in your YouTube live. But I'm always giving out free gems. All right, let's keep going. That's why I said, Mr. Nelson, I didn't mean to cut you off, but they need to see this.
Well, you validated.
No, hold on. Let me. I haven't validated it enough. Hold on. Let me just keep going. Let me just keep going. I'm just going through all these, all the time he's commenting on my YouTube platform.
While you're doing that, let me interject one thing because I'm gonna have to disconnect because I gotta get ready I'm gonna get another hour of sleep. But let me just say one other thing.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Nelson.
This guy doesn't know me. For him, I don't know what he said about knowing Ray Nelson or meeting Ray Nelson or having. There's no way that he could know anything about a Ray Nelson, because for those of us who know Ray Nelson, we know that Ray Nelson is my email address.
Okay.
That's not me. It's
Nobody in the game
address.
is doing this.
And Todd refers to me as Ray Nelson because that's what my email name is, and that's the way that that's how I've been referred to. My real name is Kenneth. I'm not going to give my last name, but my real name is Kenneth. And those of us who know me by the association that we have in the chat, or those of us who have become a part of the group or the family, knows me by Kenneth. There are even some people who views Todd's platform that are subscribers and clients.
Hold on, Mr. Nelson. I'm sorry to cut you. I just got to cut you off one more time. I just seen something that piqued my interest. You the man, Todd. I used your inquiry removal kit and got 95 hard inquiries removed off Equifax in less than a day. My score hit 766 after they came off. I got the cash rewards card a month ago with a $10,000 limit. My highest limit. After 91 days is up, I'm going for the flagship myself. Thanks for everything. Y'all, Todd is the real deal when it comes to excellent credit. All right, you can finish. I think I'm done. I think I made my point very clear.
So anyone, I mean, I just,
Ray, hold on 1 second. Todd, screenshot that and use that as your thumbnail.
Use that as my thumbnail for this video?
Use that as your thumbnail for this video.
Got you.
And future videos and future advertisements, because this is not the end of it. That's what I'm saying, and that's what Mr. Media has been saying. And I want to say something else. Savon, I give you so much respect, Miss Lady, because, I used to think that you were shy, but I see now that you're just you're an intellectual young lady for one thing, but I see that you're just reserved, and that's just your character, because the way that you articulated everything is beyond, it was cordial, but yet it was to the point. And that's another asset to art. That's another asset and testament to the people that we are, and to the testament of the type of people that Todd associates himself with. You have a Mr. Media over here, very intelligent guy, no nonsense, but friendly, cordial, the type of person you don't have second thoughts about investing your time with. Miss Savon, here it is, I'm constantly seeing character traits on a daily basis that exemplifies the person that you are. These are the type of people that we are. These are the type of people that we associate ourselves with. We don't have people that's talking about going to people's houses. We don't have people that's doing all of that stuff. We don't have to bring up Kobe Bryant, a dead black man, or we're not bringing up dead people of other ethnicities to try to piggyback off of them to show or exploit our character. But I do want to say this. I got to go back to this. I don't know if this, from what I understood, Todd, maybe you were saying that this individual has had an interaction or spoke with Ray Nelson or knows a Ray Nelson or has some interaction. There's no such guy. It's an email address. Ray Nelson has to, by chance, factually be my middle name. And the Nelson part is my mother's maiden name. And the 0817 comes from a birth date. So there's a birth date combined with a maiden name, of my mother's and my middle name, and that's who Ray Nelson is. Ray Nelson is not an individual. So if you get somebody who says, "Oh, I've talked to Ray Nelson," Ray Nelson is an email address. The real individual is the person that's speaking now. So you took a whole man who has no life, as far as I'm concerned, because you just told. How can we justifiably say you are anything when you would lie and say that you had interactions with a man by the name of Ray Nelson who does not even exist? There's no Ray Nelson.
No, Mister. I think you might be thinking a little too far. What he was trying to say at that point on my YouTube platform, you were the first one to comment on all my videos. So that's why he said I got it first, Ray, because he was basically saying he beat you out. So somebody that I'm clout chasing, someone, I'm trying to get clout off of him. He was trying to be the first one to comment on my video. So that's all he was saying.
As a measure to validate still what he's saying.
Yeah.
There's no Ray Nelson. We know there's no Mr. Media know there's no Ray Nelson because he knows my name. Savon asked me a question and giggled about it one day because she said, "I want to know how you came up with that." So I'm not going to use Mickey Mouse if I know there's a individual underneath the suit. But the person that he can reference is Kobe Bryant because millions and millions of people know that dead black man. You know Kobe Bryant. I'm like Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna use one of Kobe Bryant's words. I'm gonna say that negativity has no place in my life, like Kobe says. You mean to tell me that's the closest person you can reach out to is Kobe Dead Man Bryant to validate something? You got black friends. You can't get one of them to call in and support your non-racist views. Get a black man to call in or a black woman or anybody of any other ethnicity to call in and say that you're valid, and not even from the racist standpoint. Just have them call in and say that you know anything about credit previous to time, or that anything in terms of that. And get them.
Well,
I'll give you $5.
Well, what I know about credit repair, he's been doing it for 2 months via YouTube. He made a video.
Your material.
Well, hold on. He made a video mentioning, because somebody had commented on one of his videos, and they basically said, if you repair credit, how are you going to? I think he had went to Mike from the Credit Game for his wife. So he said, well, the guy in the comment section said, well, how are you repairing credit and you sent your wife to someone else? If you're so good at repairing credit, then why didn't you do it yourself? So his response was, well, I got it for free, right? So I'm gonna debunk that too, because he said he's a very honest person. So he said he got it for free. So I'm gonna show you the comment where he said, yeah, well, Mike gave it, I got it for free. So I was just trying to see if his letters work. Then I'm gonna show you another comment where he says, well, I paid Mike a lot of money, and I'm not getting the results that I thought. So like I said, while you talking, I'm just I'm getting everything together. I'm gonna show that, and then I'm gonna be done with it. Cause he's very honest. Let's see.
Well, we know how far. Well,
let's see.
I mean, honest people don't have to say I'm honest. Mr. Media don't never run around and say, "Hey, I'm an intelligent guy." In fact, every time I mention to him about anything validating his character, he goes silent. He doesn't say anything. And I've gotten the same thing from you. I've gotten the same thing from Savon. I've gotten the same thing from everybody, Miss Richardson, everybody. People who know don't really necessarily have to they'll compliment on it, or they'll say, something in effect to, I don't really look at myself in those ways, but I appreciate it. And see, that's a whole nother trait. That's humility. That's being humble. And all of those are things that that's not something you can get. That's not something that you get free. Those are things that are taught. Those are things that are instilled. They come from family. They come from learnings. They come from being taught. And if you're not taught or you don't know these things, then you're not going to go that route. I don't have to tell somebody if I'm honest, I'm honest. They know I'm honest or they know I'm dishonest. I don't have to let somebody know I'm intellectual. If I'm intellectual, they've heard me speak long enough to know that. But at the same token, if I'm a fool, you know I'm a fool. If I'm a racist, you know I'm a racist. So, you know, if you get people who participate in venues and they are on live, they are on channels on YouTube, Instagram, or whatever social media platform, they know what they are. You have people for the last 3, 4, 5 years, basically, who previously have disowned the fact that they were racist. They associated with racists, but they disowned it. Now you have some people who say, well, I may not be racist, but I do understand their views. I may not be a murderer, but I can see how killing could be all right. You know, I mean, you know, it's just, it's to engage in. It was something said earlier by a very intelligent person. And basically what was said, to put my mindset into a person who, and I'm not even going to make it as, I'm not even going to put it out there in the exact terms. But to install my mindset inside of someone who is not there, who is who contributes to lunacy. I can't get into that. My mind won't allow me to participate in that sort of thing because I'm driven. I have a career. You know, I don't even when my finances was low, I wasn't a low. Even when my budget might have been low, I wasn't a low budget individual by character. Mm-hmm. See, you can have no money and still have high morals. Or you can have no money and sit in a bed and be of low morals. Or you can have money or say you have money and run a country and be of low morals. You know, I mean, it's a variety of different standards that fit different people. But those people, Mr. Media said it good. I mean, I don't know no better way to say it. That's not what you find here. That's not what you're gonna get over here. So I'm not even per se speaking too much to the people. If it's anybody viewing from his channel, fine, man, good. You know, whatever. Really, I'm at the point of okay, fine. You viewing, you know, and hopefully you picked up on something. But from a standpoint of just giving a damn. I don't give a damn about that dude and nothing else that he got going on because he's not going to be a contribution anywhere in my life. And I have family and relatives that I do not associate with because I don't align myself with their thinking. I have family members and friends and people that I've known for years who are in the same mental state that they were years ago. And it hasn't been productive for them. It's not productive for me. And therefore, I don't associate with them. I don't have a problem with it. I was raised in that capacity. My mother and father separated themselves. I will never forget this. And then I'm going to collaborate with the family and everybody another time. Todd, I appreciate the opportunity. Savon, well, I tell you something special, young lady. Mr. Media, you know the respect that I have for you. Thank you, sir. And so I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep it moving because it all boils down to character and the lack thereof. And there's a lot of lack of character for anyone who would associate themselves or even participate in with an individual who concludes that work should be for free. Because everybody that I've ever known to believe that they should get something or can get something for free were scammers. They were frauds. They were people of no substance. And they didn't go far.
Well,
So I don't align myself. I'm gonna finish this one thing, and then I'm gonna hear you out. Then I'm give me a little nap. I don't align myself with those types of people. But as I was saying just a moment ago, one thing my mother and father did for me, they taught me early in life that it is okay. And Mr. Media says it all the time. It's okay to say no. And there's no limit to the people that you can say no to. You can say no to anybody. It don't matter. I don't care who it is. But you can take it a step further. You can separate yourself from people who don't mean you any good, whether it's in the business world, whether it's in your regular life, whether it's in your love life, whether it's whatever. Because early on in my life, my parents made the decision that we were going to raise our children, we were going to be employed, we were going to educate ourselves and do whatever necessary we needed to do, have a certain lifestyle and live a certain way that was going to be advantageous for us and beneficial for us. And they did so. And so that's where I am. I'm not going to, that's low character, no character. It's nothing.
All right, I'm waiting on my factual dispute kit to load up. But while I'm waiting on that, I just want everybody to check the date on when I modified it. So the modification date was December the 8th, 2020. December the 8th, 2020 is when I modified it. Not when I created it, when I modified it. All right, so that's what, 8 months ago? He started his platform 2 months ago. I just want to see if you guys notice anything similar. All right. So give me 1 second.
Okay. Hey, I want to, as I just mentioned though previously, I appreciate the opportunity. Savon and Mr. Media, Todd, and for the rest of the family and subscribers and clients, you are the type of people that I align myself with. I don't get involved in that other stuff, nor will I. And I appreciate the opportunity. I'm going to give me a little rest because I'm not employed from my bedroom. My bedroom is this truck that I work out of. But I'm proud to say that I'm a six-figure individual, and I'm getting my credit repaired by Todd so that I can incorporate those 6 figures and that good credit into a better scenario for myself going forward and those people around me. So I want to just say I appreciate the opportunity, Todd. As always, Mr. Media. I think if Mr. Media had a cape, he'd be my superhero. And as far as you, Miss Savon, you are a beautiful person. You are an intricate element to everything that's going on right now. I'm in a good way astounded with you. So y'all keep doing what y'all doing, Todd. You know that I have a certain professional and personal adornment for you. You are that guy. You my little brother. And once you finish with this and you do what you do, the sun will shine in the morning and it will wake us up, provided that we see it, and we will continue on a path of righteousness from a standpoint of our character. We will continue our careers and we will move forward. And we will not be doing it from our bedrooms with buffoonery at the side. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna give me a little nap. I'm gonna continue on my journey. And I love you, family members. And I'm gonna talk with y'all tomorrow.
Right. Before you leave, Ray, I'm just gonna say this last thing too, because I'm gonna dip on that as well. This also, we have to be, now that we've got to this point, and we stood at our time because we want to express how much we support it. For the record, so this video will be around for anybody else that's new to the channel or anybody from the attack. So that's why we really agreed to do this. But in all honesty, this is not the level that we exist at. This might be like when COVID first hit the scene, and we had to be very careful about, because no one knew anything in February and last year, how it was transmitted and how you might be, and no one really oh my God, what if it's in my shoes, or if I sneeze, am I going to broadcast it to my loved ones? And so you have to be very careful about how you, what you brought around your family, around your loved ones. This is kind of that same type of thing. And that's why I hope that this will be the last time that we even have to engage in this, because there is no need to bring our folks and expose them to the COVID mentality. And that's really what it is. It is a COVID. It's a virus, the thinking and the rationale. Even when you prove someone wrong, according to their own words and statements, okay, but it didn't even matter. We just move the goalposts. But yeah, we don't have time for this. We do not have time for this. So I hope this is the last time that we really need to, and anybody else that's coming around and wants to see, listen, it's done, it's here for the library's sake, and people can take what they want to, but we are so far above this. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. All right, my phone is on 10%. I cannot let this live be. I plugged up my phone, but I don't even know if it's charging. Like I said, I can't lose this live, so I'm about to make it real quick. I just want to show one more thing, and I'm gonna end this live. All right, so you guys see the date that it was modified. I just want y'all to pay attention to something. So that was December the 8th. I think it was December the 8th, 2020. So just pay attention to something real quick. All right, here we go. All right, I found a few errors with these accounts, and it's my understanding that you would do an investigation and send me results. I'm really concerned about this because some of these are really damaging my credit. I would like a new credit report that reflects the changes as well. Please, I am in the process of applying for a home, so I need your help in making sure everything is accurate. All right, so let me minimize this. All right. This is his video that he did July the 1st. Okay, so this is 7 months after I modified it. But I want you guys to, I'm not gonna play the video, but I want you to see if you notice a similarity. I found a few errors with these accounts, and it's my understanding that you will do an investigation and send me results. I am really concerned about this because some of these are really damaging my credit. I would like a new credit report that reflects the changes as well. I am in the process of applying for a home, so I need your help in making sure everything is accurate. That is the last thing that I wanted to show you guys. I got like 10 other things. I could do this all day, but like I said, I don't want to. I didn't gave this man too much of my time already. So like I said, hopefully, his whole thing is getting 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully this gets him to, where he needs to be. Yeah, like I said, I'm done with it. I don't care what video he does after this. I'm not responding. I let you guys see what you guys needed to see. Like I said, if you want to get your credit report, I'm not telling you guys not to sign up, but you see what you see and you make the decision that now you can make a good educated decision. So if you are a fan of him, you are a fan of me. So those of you who reached out, you've been following his platform and you came over here. If you're a fan of him, you are a fan of me. All right. I just want you guys to realize that. All right. That's all I wanted to say. Savon, do you want to say anything in closing before I end this? Savon, is there anything you want to say in closing or no?
Mic drop.
Oh, mic drop. Oh, that's the mic drop right there. All right. Excellent credit, Doug. Go ahead, Mr. Nelson.
I think on a professional level, you've secured your purpose. And I think that's about the best way I can say it.
What?
You secured your purpose. You've done what you set out to do to maybe showcase your talents as well as showcase the fraud on the other. Because you're not going to convince or teach anyone else anything they don't want to know. If they don't want to conform, they don't want to become educated or anything of that nature, it's not going to occur. It's just, it's a waste of your time, my time, anybody else's time. Because one thing is true, one thing for sure, two things for certain. There are a certain amount of people who will fail, and there are a certain amount of people that will succeed. There's a certain amount of people that will lose, and a certain amount of people that will win. There's some of us who thrive on becoming as educated as possible. We do research. There's other people that sit back and let life pass them by. And it's a lane, it's a choice, and you choose that. And some people choose that. That's where they like to reside. They want to live in that. And I mean, that's fine for them. Live it. In fact, I want you to live it, because I know if you're living that, and I'm over here and you're over there, our two worlds will never collide. I don't want to see you anyway.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, in closing, thank you, Mr. Nelson, for that. Mr. Media, of course, thank you, man. You one of the best speakers that I ever had on my platform, so I got to mention that. Savon, same as well. Like I said, I appreciate you guys giving me an opportunity to touch your individual credit reports, the same as some of you guys that's in the chat outside of the people that came from his platform. Like I said, at the end of the day, you guys have to make a decision. Somebody's going to have to repair your credit. It doesn't have to be me. I mentioned that on a lot of videos. It doesn't have to be Mr. Payne. It can be a bigger platform, a smaller platform. You can repair your own credit. I've always made that very clear. Okay, that's why I teach. Well, actually, why I'm mentioning teaching credit repair, Mr. Nelson, Mr. Media. No, I'm sorry, Miss Savon and Mr. Media. You guys were in my credit repair class. How much information or how much value did you guys receive from the class that I taught?
I'll let Savon go.
Okay, Savon.
No, you go.
Come on, let's make it quick so we can wrap this up. How much? Yeah, go ahead.
With the practice, because it allowed me as an individual layperson
Mm-hmm.
to look at a credit report to instantly identify which accounts had the highest chance of getting removed because of violations I could see. Now, I was not able to do that previously, although I knew that off the best of my credit repair expectation was, hey, can you take this off, can you take that off? And once we went through the class, we really broke it down step by step to realize, no, wait a minute, this factor or this factor makes this account either null and void or has to be reversed. That's the boundary.
Mr. Media, I did want to end by asking you, the last person that I want to ask a question to, Mr. Media. You follow a lot of credit platforms, correct? Some of the bigger ones, some of the intermediate, 400,000 subscribers, 30,000. What would you say as far as in comparison to what you see those other credit people doing and in the lane that I'm in? Would you say that I'm clout chasing or trying to be like somebody else, or can you kind of I just wanted you to touch on that as far as what you see from my platform and everybody else across YouTube, and as far as credit is concerned.
It's actually the opposite. It's not cloud chasing. It's actually a bold individuality, because you're determined to do things at your own pace and time, and you have your own rationale of what you make your content. So whereas most other people will be saying, hey, focus on credit, you made the decision, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on some issues that are related to credit, and they end up becoming stories that end up becoming the glue to create a family, keep a new family, extended family together. So no one else on YouTube is doing anything close to that. Now, there are people who stepped it up recently, started doing live programs, but even again with the live programs, all that I've seen, to the best of what I can see, is general questions, or email me, give me a call, we'll talk about it, but it's never an on-the-spot answer, or I tell you what, it sure hasn't happened is to actually be a part of the session where you hear a person get on the phone with the bureau and challenge something off with immediate results. So nobody else is doing that. So it's not clout chasing. It can't be by far. And you will always, again, we said this before, I'll say it again, this is not going to be the last time that you're copied and you're copied for material, copied for style. But it does not matter. Listen, old folks say a long time, I can give you the recipe. It doesn't mean the cake is going to taste the same. And it's absolutely correct. So all these letters they have, and they're feeling great about everything's okay, fine and dandy. Letters is not letters alone. You know, there's a strategy to it. There's a skill to it. The same way there's a skill to putting on a good roof. There's a skill to putting down some tile the right way. There's a skill to disputing this stuff that has been a problem in your life for so long. So, you know, I'm not worried about anybody. They can copy everything y'all need to call themselves Ted Gibbons. It doesn't make a difference to me anymore. People know what's real, and people can also see where the results are. So, work out.
Thank you. That was wonderful. So again, in closing, of course, excellent credit does matter. You guys will never see another video after this in reference to that guy. This video explained everything that needed to be explained. I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to make this public or I'm going to make it private. All right, I might make it private, okay, but that's going to be based on his response to this video. All right, so if he keeps going on, keep mentioning my name, we just make it public. We give it 24 hours. So we'll see. You know, he's watching right now. If he ain't watching, he watch. You know, he's been watching at some point of this video. So like I said, we're going to. No, you know what? We gonna make it public. We gonna make it public. Like I said, he's already mentioned my name verbatim in a video. That's why I got so upset this morning. He actually mentioned my name, like Todd Gibbons. I never mentioned the man's name. Never mentioned the man's name. So, like I said, we all know who we're referring to now, Mr. David Payne. Like I said, I wish you the best, man. I'm glad that I was able to assist you and, you know, repairing other people's credit. I'm glad that, you know, the dispute letters and hard inquiry methods and everything that you received from me actually helped. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be anybody's enemy. I am the most positive person in the world. This is the last time that I'm going to address any credit repair company in regards to anything negative. All right. If you have a narrative about me, say it, and I'm going to just let it be said. All right. I'm not responding to anybody. I have way bigger things going on. All right. To be discussing a smaller platform. All right. You know, like I said, 283 subscribers. Like I said, I just don't have time for it. All right. I don't. So, you know, like I said, I wish you the best. I hope, you know, like I said, you continue to get you know, new clientele, you know, like I said, once you, I left it alone. I left it alone with you reselling the products. But once you start throwing a little shade in your little lives, and, you know, I don't have to watch your platform. My YouTube subscribers are going to watch your platform. You know, you literally said my last live verbatim. You said my competition is live right now, and he got 100 spots for credit repair. You know, I'll take one spot, you know, I'll take one client or 100. I'm not that greedy. You've been throwing shade for a while, and I like I said, I've been watching and I've been playing the background. So now everybody can see you for who you are. Okay? So like I said, you know, that's it, that's all. Excellent credit does matter. I'm Todd Gibbons, and I approve this message.